Hi guys, I am Rachael Hunt and I'm a virtual assistant consultant. And what that means is that I help persons get their own virtual assistant business started. I live and operate in the beautiful Twin Islands of Trinidad and Tobago. And I help, as I said, virtual assistants get their own VA business started, but I really focus on helping VAs in Trinidad and Tobago, and that is because my goal is to make virtual assisting a norm in TNT. So I also focus as well on educating business owners in Trinidad and Tobago that there are competent, confident, and reliable virtual assistants right here that are willing to support you in your business goals. So today what we're going to talk about is LinkedIn. Yes, people, LinkedIn. So the question is, are you on LinkedIn? If you're not, why you're not on LinkedIn? Now, let me get into this. A virtual assistant really and truly is a business owner in their own right. Okay? You have your own business and you have to look at the business side of it in terms of marketing. And of course, you can market on Facebook, you can market on Instagram, on YouTube, Pinterest. There are many, many places that you can market, many places that you can market. However, most people do not make good use of LinkedIn. And LinkedIn is an awesome place for marketing because there's a strong networking aspect to LinkedIn. So if you're like me and you would have created a LinkedIn profile somewhere a couple of years ago and it's just there sitting gathering dust, and you are really serious about starting your own virtual assisting business, then I would suggest to you that you dust off that LinkedIn profile and take a good look at it again. And if you have not even created a LinkedIn profile, that's okay. You can create one and you can get started. Now, I know a lot of people, when they go on LinkedIn, they're like, ooh, what's going on here? I'm lost. I don't know what to do. That's quite all right. I provide consulting services to walk you through every single step of getting your LinkedIn platform optimized. Even if you have been on LinkedIn for a while, it's always good to look it over, to polish it up, and to make sure that you are using it in the best way possible. So you can definitely count on me. I will walk you through that process so that you can be ready to market effectively on LinkedIn. Now, I'm going to give you a couple of tips in this video so that you can understand the basics of using LinkedIn. A lot of people jump on LinkedIn and they begin to advertise. They're like, hey, buy my stuff. I'm a virtual assistant. You looking for a VA? You know anybody looking for a VA? And they go into people's inboxes and they start messaging them about being a virtual assistant and the services they provide. We're not doing that. No, 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 no. What you really want to do is look at it from a networking perspective. So you're getting to know people and you have people getting to know you. Remember, being a virtual assistant is really and truly it's a issue of giving you a lot of their personal information, a lot of their business information. So if a business owner gets to know you on LinkedIn, they see your face in photos, they hear your voice on videos, they see your posts, and they develop that knowledge of who you are as a person. You know, they get to know your vibes, as they say. Then it'll be much easier for them to reach out to you and say, hey, I've been seeing you on LinkedIn for a while. I'm thinking about hiring a VA. Let's have a chat. So when you start speaking to them, you're speaking to them from a place of a level of familiarity, as opposed to them just seeing an ad somewhere, saying that you are a virtual assistant, or them running an ad and finding you and they don't know you from Adam. So what you really want to do is build yourself, build your personal brand on LinkedIn, and it should not be surrounded with, it shouldn't be built around an ad. All right. When we are watching TV and an ad comes on, you're not watching TV for the ad. You're watching TV and an ad comes on. All right. You want to be able to provide content on LinkedIn that is the TV. You want to provide content that's informative. You want to provide content that's educational, content that's funny, not too much, a little humorous, not too much, content that's telling persons about who you are as an individual. I always encourage my VAs to do a post saying, hey, I started my VA business. and kind of talk about the motivation behind starting your VA business. That's always nice, so that people get a feel of who you are as a person, as an individual. And that's really what I encourage persons to use LinkedIn for. And of course, you want to do some posts informing persons about who you are as a virtual assistant and the services that you offer. But what I do is help you to understand the space in between where you can network, you can market, and you can advertise. And all of that together will bring those potential clients to you, where they will be messaging you and saying, hey, I'm looking for a VA and I would like to hire you. So there's a bit of a formula to it, a bit of a sequence that you want to follow in terms of not over advertising, but not advertising too much, not advertising enough, I should say, right? So it's really important to understand that with LinkedIn. Another thing with LinkedIn is that it has a lot of layers. So there are different aspects that you have to keep in mind when you're building your platform, when you're building your profile, sorry. So you have your cover photo, your profile photo, you have your about, you have what I would call the resume area, where you put in your education and your work experience and all those different things. And there are different aspects of your profile that you're going to need to optimize to make sure that when persons view your profile, they actually know what you are about. So that's something that I help with as well. And then addition to the networking would be the aspect of interacting with persons. So what you want to do is go on LinkedIn and talk to people. You're there to network, you're there to interact. So if you are somebody that you think you're going to go on LinkedIn and you're going to post and run, that doesn't work. All right, posting and running does not work. You have to go on and interact so that people really get to know you, they get a feel of who you are, and it has to be a consistent effort over time in order to see the results from LinkedIn. I will speak a little bit about Facebook and the use of Facebook and ads and things along those lines, because Facebook is also really a good place for your business growth as well, Instagram as well, and every other social media platform that has a pretty big amount of users. Of course, when I say every other social media platform, you have to ascertain if your ideal client is on that platform before you start using it, because not everybody is your ideal client in terms of age, their occupation, things along those lines. And that's another topic for another time. So on LinkedIn, on the topic of LinkedIn, what I would say is that if you're seriously considering starting your VA business, LinkedIn right now is where the business owners are. There was a point in time where LinkedIn was really quiet. As I told you guys, I had a LinkedIn profile there for years, and I was like, what is this? I had to go and find back my profile and reset my password and all of that when I was ready to use LinkedIn a few years ago. But since I've been on the platform, I will say that it has been very positive. There's a lot of conversation on there between a lot of business owners in Trinidad and Tobago. There's a big group of business owners that are using LinkedIn. So if you want to be where the business owners are, which is where you should be as a virtual assistant, then I would definitely recommend that you go on LinkedIn. However, I would also recommend that you understand how to use LinkedIn effectively before you start, interacting and things like that. So if it's something that you believe that you need additional guidance on as to how to really center yourself and get familiar with LinkedIn, then I can definitely help you with that. I will put links to my different pages in the description area so that you can reach out and message me. You can also leave a comment on YouTube and I will be happy to respond to that so that we can get some consultations done to walk you through setting up your own LinkedIn profile. And as usual, if you're new to this channel, feel free to subscribe. I will be posting more information on being a virtual assistant in general, being a virtual assistant in Trinidad and Tobago, how I operate as a virtual assistant consultant. If you're a business owner and you want to know about all things VA, then you can subscribe as well, and feel free to share this with anybody who you think might benefit. All right, so that's it for today, guys. I'll see you again next time. Bye.